So, I've seen a few people on here asking for romance book recommendations featuring a soft female lead. And if that's you, I would like to introduce you to Rosalind Carver, who is the main character of my debut novel. A little bit about her. She is 21 turning 22, so very young. And she was born with an enchantment that makes her a bit of a social outcast. And so I think quite understandably, she tends to avoid attention when she can help it, because oftentimes it's just not that kind to her. I would say she is a less is more type of person when it comes to speaking, especially around people that she's not as familiar with. She does have moments where she speaks up for herself and says what she really wants. But I wouldn't say she, changes fundamentally as a person by the end of the story. I know that some people will think she is too quiet or a bit of a pushover, which I don't think is necessarily wrong. But I also don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if it is a deal breaker for you that she had this very visible, obvious growth arc, you might not enjoy it that much. I think it's a little more subtle. To offset her kind of more quiet, reserved personality, she does have a best friend who is like the coolest, most confident person that I could put to paper. Valentina is her name, and she is definitely the early fan favorite. She's also my favorite. And even Rosalind's love interest, Jonathan, I would say is a pretty confident and charismatic person. And so there's kind of an opposites attract dynamic there. And I think they kind of bring out the best in each other when they're together. So if any of this appeals to you, you might enjoy A Touch Unexpected.